Welcome everyone to day 5 of the journey inward. Step into your power. So this is really working with the solar plex chakra, which is more centered around that inner fire. It has to do with our self-confidence, our self-worth. And today we're going to start off kind of working off of yesterday, where we kind of worked through intentions and those I am statements. So the first thing you're going to do is just get in a comfortable seat in a quiet space. Allow the eyes to close. And we're just going to do a quick check-in with ourselves. Just noticing where you're at in this moment. Taking a few slow or deeper breaths in through the nose. And exhaling out the mouth. And take a moment to identify those stories that you tell yourself. Trying to identify the main one that shows itself often. This can also be known as the inner critic, that voice inside your head that tells you whatever it tells you. For me, it's, I'm not good enough. I can't do that. I can't do this. Just identifying what that is for you. And if you'd like to write it down, you can write it down in your journal if you have it handy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to identify the antidote to whatever that statement is, whatever that story that you tell yourself. That's a limiting belief. What is the antidote to that? For me, a really powerful one that I use often is, I am enough. I matter. So identifying what that is for you, what the antidote is, the opposite of what the limiting belief is. It's usually, like I talked about yesterday, a positive affirmation, which often takes the form of an I am statement. But whatever feels right for you, you can go ahead and write that down. And we're going to use that throughout today's practice, and I encourage you to use that throughout your day-to-day as well. So we're going to move into breath of fire. As a solar plex chakra, to activate it, it's all about fire. So the breath of fire exercise is really beneficial for creating heat and creating that vitality, that energy, that power, that will within us. And what it is it's a rapid diaphragmatic breathing. And we will sit in an upright, comfortable position. The back is straight, the legs are relaxed. And what you're doing is you're using the muscles of your abdomen, you're using the diaphragm. So when you exhale, you're going to basically snap in your diaphragm, which is going to cause a very quick exhale. And you're keeping the mouth closed. And then the inhale is very natural. There's no forced inhalation. The inhalation just comes naturally after the forced exhalation. So all you really focus on is the succession of very quick, forceful exhales coming out of the nose. So you'll feel the belly, the diaphragm contracting and pressing is kind of snapping in as you exhale, and it'll just sound like this. So the mouth is closed, you're blowing out the nose, and you're snapping the diaphragm in as you continue to go. Inhales are just the natural space that happens after the exhales. So we'll do that together. And we're going to try to do a set of 50 or so. It's usually a good place to start, and then you can kind of progress from there as you build up your practice. So we'll begin together. You just start to feel the heat rising in the body. Keep going. Keep exhaling forcefully. And then go ahead and release the technique. Keeping the eyes closed and just feeling into the body, feeling into the sensation. And go ahead and say your I am statement. Say your intention. I am whole. I am enough. I matter. I am. From a place of infinite movement, we call on the self. We call on the self to awaken to another part of the journey. We call upon the self to awaken to the sun, the fire, the warmth, the transformation. We call upon the self through our will, and it rises to our call. We reach for the sun and call upon the yellow ray, the ray of life, the ray of creation, the ray of consciousness, the spark of fire. We call upon the flame to burn within us and temper our passions into strength. With strength, we fight the dark, pushing and straining to realize it is part of ourselves, part of our strength, part of our fear. We laugh and put down the fight, merging, becoming whole, becoming stronger. We pass between the pillars of light and dark, honoring both, and find ourselves in a new and glorious land. A land of bustling activity, teeming with life, sparkling like stars, with shining rivers of light reflecting the sun. Take a nice, slow, long, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. And staying in the seated upright position, allow the arms to begin to raise up overhead as you take your deep breaths in. And as you exhale, bringing them back down to the ground. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, open the mouth to sigh it out as the arms come down. Inhaling. Exhaling, arms come down. Continue moving like this. Inhaling, the arms come up overhead. Exhaling, the arms come back down towards the ground as you exhale through an open mouth. And as you're doing this, you're bringing that life that we've created, that fire that we've built from the breath of fire, that I am statement with you. I am, as the arms raise up overhead as you inhale, exhaling, enough. Inhaling, arms come up with power, with intention. Exhaling, bringing them back down. Each time you inhale with the arms coming up, you say, I am. Exhaling, whole, enough, strong, worthy, whatever it is for you. Just repeating that as you inhale, I am. Arms come up overhead. Exhaling, stating your intention, stating your mantra. Couple of more rounds of breath just like that, using your intention, using the breath, envisioning the fire in your solar plexus. Good, allowing the arms to come back to rest in the lap. The fire has burned high, and the coals now glow with warmth. Exhilarated, your body relaxes. And you again return to the gentle breathing. In and out. Feeling this spark, this flame, this warmth that you have created within you. As the body naturally breathes. The solar plexus chakra is a transformative chakra in the 7 chakras. It's that place where the fire is lit, where we step into our power, where we realize our worth, we realize we are whole, we realize we are enough, we realize we are light and dark. And that turns into strength. And it helps us move forward. It helps us step into the power, step into our role or our dharma. It helps us have the confidence to do what we are set out and meant to do. Helps us to fight for what we believe in, fight for the change, fight for the growth within ourselves, within our world, within our communities. So I hope that this has been a helpful day, day 5, stepping into your power. I also, some of the readings I did from today was from the Wheels of Life book by Anodia Judith. It's a classic guide for the chakra system. So, sending you light and love in all directions of time. Stay tuned for day 6, which I will be posting tomorrow.